Howdy, hi everybody, and Dzień dobry. Oh, crud muffins. I'm not supposed to do that. I was trying to think why I have B mines, and now I remember, and it depresses me. I'll be kind of stuck on old Wilson here. Well, get that off, damn it. I just really haven't known what to do with my buddy here. The cave worms have been the problem, obviously. The problem is that, and I said this in a WX video, that if you get like 10 hounds and you don't kill them, you got 10 hounds in your world, and then when they spawn again in 3 to 4 days, you've got 20 hounds, and then if you don't kill any of those 20, you've got 30. Now supposedly our little buddies downstairs are working on a similar mechanism, so I don't want to be in a position where I wind up with just a stupid amount of hounds downstairs and then Wilson stuck with the damn things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some of that building up stuff that I never get around to. And then probably, and I have not given up on the caves, I'm going to head back down there. But what's kind of on my mind is I think I have like a stupid amount of, what do I want to say? I have a stupid amount of, I'd say flint goes first there, doesn't it? Tell you what, I can't do that once I haven't done it. Once I break it up, I can always do it at the beginning of the game for some reason. So anyway, what I'm thinking about doing is getting a bunch of wood and maybe building a bunch of bunny houses downstairs. Problem is they're not really compatible with the bee mines didn't work. There might be a distraction. I noticed in forum somebody, hold on a second here, I think we could, now the thing I've noticed in forums on the cave worms, and there's other things Wilson could do.
But you know what? We've done a lot with Wilson. I was thinking about building pig houses down there and continuing the Merm Pig Wars. It's not impossible to throw some lanterns on the ground and maybe do bunny Merm Wars. But, you know, I don't have anything big in mind for Wilson right at this time. There were some survival things I was thinking about with him, but they haven't gelled in my mind about how you could have him, like, do a startup in his old world. And it just hasn't really gelled in my mind how to go about that. So it's not like there's nothing else that could be done, but WX and Wicker Bottom are doing all kinds of stuff upstairs, although I haven't been with Wicker in a little while, mainly because I've been having a lot of fun with WX. But Wilson's, until WX gets further along, Wilson's pretty much the one to go in the caves and get stupid. So, but let me get off this so there's some action. What I wanted to look up, oh, okay, that's what I was thinking about.
What I'm noticing in the forums thread on cave worms is nobody's doing the math. It's like, well, what about tooth traps? Well, for 6 worms, you need 90 tooth traps. So what the hell difference does it make if they work or not? And the actuality is evidently, unless the worm actually comes up through the trap, I think, or goes down through it, one or the other. But if he doesn't hit it dead on, it doesn't work. But if you look up damage, and if you look up health of worm and damage done by tooth trap, you've got, it doesn't matter. 92 traps has no reality. I mean, I could make them, but it's, you know, it's, all you'd be doing is making 2 traps and reset them. Now, I don't know if the damage on these is probably under just bees, isn't it?
And I know 4 bees go into it. I think 4 bees come out because that seems what sticks in my mind. So we'll probably have to look at bees here. And the bees did seem to keep it occupied. And some of the solutions, somebody suggested using an ice staff and stunning them while the bunnies are fighting it, because you can't freeze them, but it seems to stop their attack when it's hit. And so you're kind of making it flinch, I guess you would say. And that's in that thread that I put up, and I'll probably put it up again since I'm talking about people's ideas in it. So anyway, a bee. Now where's our damage? 10. So 4 bees, if they hit, one at a time, or, right successively, pretty close on each other, is about 40 damage. And their health is 100, and the cave worm hits for 75. So it's going to take him 8 hits to kill all of them. And they're at most going to do 40 per cycle on him. So actually the bee mines are going to do maybe 320 damage, I want to say. Let's see, 10 damage would be 40. Well, they aren't going to get 8 cycles, because once 2 cycles go down, you'll probably be down to 3 bees. So some kind of diminishing return, which when I was in high school I could have figured out in my head. But let's say 40 for a maximum of 80, a maximum of 40, maximum of 8 cycles is 320. You're going to have a diminishment on that. So I would say not above 200 damage. And one worm has 900. So let's look at worst case scenario. It's going to take 5 bee mines to take out 1 cave worm. So it's going to take 30 bee mines to take out 6 of them. Is that right? I think so. So, and that's very gross ballpark, slide stick type stuff, which I guess slide sticks don't even exist anymore. But what'd I say? 30 bee mines. How the hell do you carry 30 bee mines? And if you release a cloud of bees, that was one of the tricks with hounds. Hounds automatically attack them, which there actually might be a solution there, because that was something somebody did. But you're talking about, gracious, what did I say, 120 bees. Yeah, because they take more than, Deerclops takes about 80 bees. So you're talking 120, 140 bees, I don't know, just very general ballpark. So bees actually isn't a bad idea if the little sons of guns automatically aggro them. So, see, that's what I mean, is Wilson's going to have to do some kind of crappy stuff to, now why aren't you grown?
Okay, Depth's Worm is 900 health. A Spider Queen is 1250. So it's 75% of a Spider Queen. So 2 of them would be 1.5 Spider Queens. 6 would be 4.5, so it's equivalent of being attacked by 4 Spider Queens. Oh.
Here's your monster. Inema, that didn't hurt, did it? Oh, gracious.
That maybe they ought to reduce the health points on the damn things if they're going to use them as a group mob. I don't know of any group mobs that well, there aren't any that attack on sight that have 900 health. I don't even have to look anything up to know there aren't any.
I tried to be nice about everything that came out when there were updates and when the game was in beta and all that stuff, but it's not in beta, and the updates are pretty much substantially over, and there's no point in having spent months and months building the cave function to pretty much shut it down by just bad planning. So anyway, Wilson needs to farm and do some other stuff to work out the solution to this problem. And I think it's not going to be one thing. And also, I am honestly surprised they haven't done something to nerf the cave worms. I think setting a ceiling of 3 on them, I think most people would be killed by 3. And certainly by 4. Or many people anyway, and I don't think you expect more than that from a game element. So, and like I said, I know you can split them up, but if it's taking you 3 days to split them up and run around and kill all 6, all you've done is get the next cycle of 6, because they're every 3 days. And any of them that you miss are still there somewhere, and if you happen to get one of them at the same time. Now there is talk about things migrating to the edge of the caves, but I couldn't tell from the thread whether they were talking about Rockies migrating to cave edges or the cave worms, that they're not successful going someplace to an edge to just stay there forever. And of course, there you have the danger of if they ever change the mechanism, then you'd still have your dead cave. And since you can't see, that's the thing, you can't regenerate the cave. And when I had 2 caves, it really caused some problems. So, but perhaps if Wilson had loose bees, and the trick with Deerclops was to drop a bee mine, and then release a cloud of loose bees, and the hounds will, the hounds attack everything at a certain point, so, but I don't even think you'd need 80. If you had, like, we're talking about total even destruction between one creature and another, or group thereof, one mob and another. But if you were helping with the kills, if you had, I don't know, 50 or 60 bees, and enough bee mines to get the process started, say 2 to 3 bee mines and 50 bees, I think it would enable you to have enough distraction that you could, and you could probably go with even less than that. If you had like 30 bees and a couple of bee mines, I think it would theoretically give you a fighting chance. But I am basing that on the idea that if things went south, you'd run. Not to make too long a story of the whole deal. But anyway, to do all that kind of crap, Wilson really needs to run around and harvest his grass, get a bunch of wood, grow some carrots, and because each bunny house is 10 carrots. And he's got all the stuff to do that, but it ain't going to make, well, anything that's funny or entertaining along the road would be, worthwhile. And if they do nerf the worms, there won't be anything wasted because it's all stuff he can use in his regular world just for fun. And definitely, well, Merms don't, I don't think Merms aggro everything. No, they don't. Searching for a soda here. You'll have to forgive me for just a moment.
So anyway, I'm probably going to go off. Wilson's probably going to be gone for a little while. I'll probably be hunting bees in the daytime and make at least one logging expedition with pigs and harvesting wood and sticks and grass just to get that built up in general in the dusk and in the night. Shoot, that's what's... So, like I said, I'll probably get back to you if anything interesting happens or whatever. I might think of some little adventures we could run around and do. I'm not sure what. We've got 20 pigs with nothing to do, and I haven't been able to count the damn bunny houses. I keep getting bored. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus those 2, so 12 bunny houses. Okay, I ended up with 20 bees for the first night, which I don't feel is bad at all. Okay, 26 bees today. So evidently it's a learned ability. Any of the other stuff. Ooh, I'll bet I don't have any. Well, I'm sure I don't have any. Just trying to think of, well, there's 5. Thinking about hiring piggy pigs. I don't think I've used that icebox in a dog's age. Well, where could we get... I don't even know. I think we could hunt a Wiley. Let's see. And we've got a ranged weapon. What the hell? Now, if you don't know, this is a standing joke. I can't hunt Wiley for crap. And Wiley is like Wile E. Coyote. It just refers to him being a wily beast. Now, I'll swear that's our bunny that we rescued that is now homeless. Or did I kill him? Well, now, see, I don't even know. That'll bother me, too. No, the pigs killed him. I think. Well, at least he went off across the tundra. Now, I haven't carried a beefalo hat in a long time. You'll have probably noticed I never do anything with beefalo. It's not deliberate, it just works out that way. Track is fresh. She must be nearby. Hi, Wiley. Didn't know you were Wiley, did you, buddy? Oh, you're about to be dead, Wiley. Is it nighttime? What are you mumbling about, Wilson? Did I forget? No, I've got food for you. You probably wanted it. That's your problem. And hounds. Now we gotta pick all this crap up before the hounds. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Hurry, Wilson, damn you. Hounds will be eating me meat. I haven't done a lure plant check in a dog's age. Oh, speaking of, I did plant that lure plant down in the caves to run widgets through, but okay, iPlant is 30 health and 20 damage. Yeah, see, so it's like a warm
winter rain on the, not a warm winter rain, what the hell am I thinking about? A warm spring rain. Now, what am I was looking for lure plants. And I was thinking about that for monster meat, but the way I've got it set up, the monsters eat it.
Alright, let's see what the hounds are doing as I'm babbling along here. Yeah, see, they'll burst into fire and kill it, so. Oh, and I wasn't really thinking about what to do with them. Where were my beefalo? Where am I? Are my beefalo up here? Must be, I see beefalo poop. Nope, no beefalo up here. There they are. Hi, beefalo, I brought you something. Oh, and I can burn up all this crap that's up here. Boy, you're the most non-aggroing dogs I ever saw. Come on, dog. We need a resolution here. Yep, there you get over the line finally. Also, I need to, I'm kind of nervous around them. I lost a grass field to a hound. I was too casual. Oh, shoot. Speaking of which. Oh, I don't have 2 flint. Well, that was stupid. But anyway, Wilson at one time lost a grass field, and he never had a lot of them, to a firehound that I lost track of, so he was a random.
I was way overdue on webcam videos, and that's a personal thing. That's not anybody bothered me about them or anything like that. But Widget, WX got that simply because I knew Wilson would be running around doing this crap and that there would be heavy edits in it. So he wound up with so WX got the webcam this time. And don't think there's not some serious infighting over who gets to do it. Alright, where's Dapper stuff? Breezy Vest. 8, and 1 Ha ha! 1 Colophon trunk and 8 spider webs. No, I said it, didn't I? I do that too. I say spider webs instead of spider silk. And that's entirely an extra. You know, it'd be kind of nice if you moused over these and it told you what they did. Come on. Damn you kids, take it. Alright, let's chop some wood. You a-holes, you pig-holes. Oh shit, I forgot about that. I don't even have flint. Ah, well. I guess they'll be doing the chopping and I'll be doing the picking and the grinning.
Well, this should be quick and ugly. Get your asses back to work. Anybody call a break? Break every one of your little necks. To continue on a theme, the 13th subscriber listed. Now, like I said, some people have dropped or some people had to resubscribe, but the 13th subscriber was Rubberized Snail. Then I'm going to spell this Mr. Skaeje Genesis, Mr. Fury 010, Bob Wirt 5, Lucas Razorblade, Death Even 13, Apples of Epicness, Assassin Cow 1251, Brick Axe Product, Bengal Cat 34, Kawaii Clay Jada, and Go-Go Dancer. I'll add the next two, just I haven't seen them around real recently, but I have seen them around fairly recently. Jeffrey Hoff and Zenith Core A. That'd be what, 25 and 26. And I don't know if I'll continue doing this or not. It's neither here nor there. There's something else I'd like to do, but I've got a lot going on right now. We'll see.